Hello friends. This video is presented by IELTS Solution with ParveenSir. These are the real IELTS speaking questions asked in the recent Canada IELTS Exam, May 2026.
Question: What is your name? Answer: My name is Sam Fernandez, but you can simply call me Sam because it's short and easy to remember. Question: Where are you from? Answer: Originally, I'm from India, but currently I'm residing in Toronto and have been living here for the last couple of years.
Question: Do you like wild animals? Answer: Yes, absolutely. I'm really fascinated by wild animals because they are powerful, intelligent, and unique in their own way. I especially like animals such as tigers and bears because they symbolize strength and courage. Question: Have you ever seen wild animals in real life? Answer: Yes, I have. Since moving to Canada, I've seen deer quite a few times near highways and parks. I also once spotted a black bear during a road trip, which was both exciting and a little frightening. Question: Do you prefer seeing animals in zoos or in the wild? Answer: I definitely prefer seeing animals in the wild because that is their natural habitat. In the wild, they can move freely and behave naturally, whereas animals in zoos sometimes look confined or uncomfortable. Question: Why do you think people are interested in wild animals? Answer: I think people are naturally curious about wild animals because they are mysterious and unpredictable. Moreover, wildlife documentaries and social media have increased people's awareness about nature and animal conservation. Question: Do you like eating ice cream? Answer: Yes, absolutely. I'm really fond of ice cream, especially during the summer season. I find it incredibly refreshing and delicious, and it's something that instantly improves my mood after a long and tiring day. Question: What is your favorite flavor of ice cream? Answer: My all-time favorite flavor is chocolate brownie because it has a rich chocolate taste along with soft and crunchy brownie pieces. I also enjoy cookies and cream from time to time because it has a unique and creamy flavor. Question: How often do you eat ice cream? Answer: I usually eat ice cream once or twice a week, particularly on weekends or whenever I hang out with friends. However, during extremely hot weather, I tend to have it more often because it helps me feel refreshed. Question: Do you usually eat ice cream in a cone or a cup? Answer: I usually prefer eating ice cream in a cone because it feels more enjoyable and convenient. Moreover, I like the crunchy texture of the cone, which makes the overall experience even better. Part 2, Cue card. Describe a movie you recently watched. You should say what the movie was, where and when you watched it, what it was about, and explain why you liked this movie. Index. Key points 1. What the movie was. Movie name: Titanic. Type: romantic drama released in 1997, directed by James Cameron. Lead actors: Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet. 2. Where and when you watched last week in a cinema, went with a friend. Re-release in theaters. Big screen experience was amazing. 3. What it was about. Based on a true love story set on the ship Titanic. Story of Jack and Rose. Different social background. Ship hits iceberg and starts sinking. Shows love, sacrifice, courage, and survival. 4. Personal opinion: enjoyed the touching story, amazing visuals and music, outstanding performances, heartbreaking climax, teaches the value of love and life. 5. Overall impression: timeless and classic movie, not just a love story of human emotions, dreams, and survival. Highly recommend to everyone. Answer: One movie that I recently watched was Titanic, which is considered one of the greatest romantic films ever made. Although it's an old movie, I watched it again about a week ago in a cinema near my place in Toronto because it was being re-released in theaters. I went there with one of my close friends, and honestly, watching it on the big screen was an unforgettable experience. The film was directed by James Cameron and starred Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet in the lead roles. The movie is basically based on a tragic love story set on the famous ship, the Titanic. It revolves around two young people, Jack and Rose, who belong to completely different social classes but eventually fall deeply in love during the voyage. What makes the film truly emotional is the way their love story develops while the ship gradually heads toward disaster. After the Titanic collides with an iceberg, the entire atmosphere of the movie changes from romantic and joyful to heartbreaking and intense. The film beautifully portrays emotions such as love, sacrifice, courage, and survival. What I admired most about the movie was its outstanding cinematography, emotional background music, and realistic visual effects. Even though the movie was released many years ago, the acting and direction still feel incredibly powerful and impressive. In fact, there were several scenes that gave me goosebumps, especially the climax. Overall, I thoroughly enjoyed watching this movie because it was not only entertaining but also deeply emotional and thought-provoking. In my opinion, Titanic is a timeless masterpiece that teaches us the true value of love, humanity, and sacrifice. IELTS Speaking Part 3, Movies and Film Industry. Question: how has the movie industry changed in recent years? Answer: the movie industry has changed dramatically in recent years, mainly due to technological advancements and online streaming platforms. Nowadays, people prefer watching films on platforms like Netflix or Amazon Prime Video rather than going to cinemas regularly. In addition, visual effects, AI technology, and digital production have significantly improved the overall quality of movies. Question: why are films so popular around the world? Answer: films are popular because they provide entertainment, relaxation, and emotional connection. People from different cultures can relate to stories, characters, and real-life situations shown in movies. Moreover, films help people escape from stress and experience different cultures, lifestyles, and ideas. Question: do you think actors are paid too much money? Answer: in some cases, yes, I believe certain actors are paid excessively, especially top celebrities. However, famous actors also contribute greatly to a movie's success because they attract audiences and generate huge profits for producers. So their earnings often depend on their popularity and market value. Question: what factors influence how much actors earn? Answer: several factors affect actors' salaries, such as their popularity, acting skills, experience, and past success. In addition, social media influence and fan following also play a major role nowadays. Actors who consistently deliver blockbuster films usually receive higher payments. Question: how does the movie industry contribute to a country's economy? Answer: the movie industry contributes significantly to the economy by creating employment opportunities for actors, directors, editors, musicians, and many other workers. Furthermore, successful films boost tourism and attract international investment. For example, many people visit famous filming locations after watching popular movies. Question: do you think money is the most important factor in making a successful film? Answer: no, I don't think money alone guarantees success. Although a large budget can improve production quality and special effects, factors like a strong storyline, talented actors, and good direction are equally important. Sometimes, low-budget films become highly successful because of their emotional impact and originality.
Consult for professional IELTS class. If you want to achieve a guaranteed band 8 to 9. Helpline and WhatsApp no +91 94634 37357. You can also join our new IELTS Speaking WhatsApp group for more beneficial help, guidance, and regular practice.